Hi guys, and welcome to Andy's Weird World, and today we're actually on a witch hunt. Hi guys, and welcome back. Yes, we're actually on the witch hunt of St. Neots, and her name was Anne Izzard, and she was born here. Yep, she was born here in 1765, and yeah, she was born in Oxford, and she worked for a farmer in Little Paxton as a live-in servant. So we're going to move from Oxford, and we're going to go to Great Paxton. Now this is where Anne Izzard worked. She worked on a farm. So here we are at Great Paxton, and as I said before, she works as a living servant for a farmer here, and the farmer's name was John Jackson. And while she was working there, she met her husband, and his name was Wright. It's quite a nice church. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd be great if you did. And I want to say a hi to a few subscribers actually while I'm talking about subscribers. I'd like to say hello to Hudson Choice, Exploring with Kev, and also I'd like to say hello to Georgina as well, because she's the one who actually put me onto looking for the Witch of St. Neots. So this video is going out to you guys as well. So Anne and Wright were actually married here. So I gather, I've been looking for it a bit more, and I found a bit more information. They actually were married here on the 21st of November in 1780. And also Wright lost his job as well. So now they were married, had no money, and she was pregnant. Now in 1783, both Anne and Wright were still unemployed. They had no money. They had a baby. His name was Henry. And well, of course, back in those days, there wasn't actually any unemployment benefits and like that. But there was, in fact, a parish relief. So the story goes on. In 1808, they were still receiving this benefit from the parish relief, but suddenly it all stopped because one of her children started to work. His name was Miles, and therefore they didn't have any money in at all, and this is when the problem started. So here they are, Anne and Wright, very, very poor. They lived in a cottage that was on the outskirts of Great Paxton, and this is when the witchcraft stories actually started. So a lot of parents from Great Paxton, for example Mary Fox and a few others, saying that that Anne had made or cast a spell on their children, and they beat her up, and in fact made her life actually hell. Now the Reverend Isaac Nicholson, he tried to calm the villagers down, you know, saying, look, you have to stop this, she's done nothing wrong. But the villagers, they actually wouldn't believe him at all, and they said no, she has to go into she has to be taught a lesson. And they beat her up, they stuck pins in her, they throw bottles of urine over her, and in fact made her life absolute hell. So you hear a lot of stories about witchcraft, and there was a photograph going around of Anne Izzard, and it's a picture of her actually in St. Neots. Now of course this photograph cannot be of her because she died actually in 1834, and that's before photography was actually invented. So that photograph of her is not her. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to head to St Neots. Well, here we are in the high street in St Neots, and we're still looking for Annie Izzard and where she lived actually in St Neots. So I had a message from Georgina, and she said she actually knew where Annie Izzard, the St Neots witch, actually lives, or where she thinks she lives actually, and she actually lives, or used to live, in this house behind me. And it's hard to believe actually, this is right in the centre of St Neots. It's very, very quiet around here, very quiet. Anyway, that looks like that could be the house where the St Neots witch used to live. Also, apart from that, on this land round here actually, we're actually very near the church. So we're still in the land next to where Annie Izzard was living, and in the back garden there is in fact a tunnel. Now this tunnel is it's just down there, and I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a bit dark, and this tunnel, so the legend says, goes to the church on the other side of the wall over there. Now the tunnel is in there, and in fact they did knock a hole in the ground there. I don't know if you can see it, and well, it's too dark to see where it goes, but as I said before, it probably goes to the church. So I'm at St Mary's graveyard actually, which is just a stone's throw actually from the cottage, which was just over there. It's where we thought that Anne Izzard was living, and she's actually been buried in this graveyard. It's an unmarked graveyard, and it's meant to be around here somewhere. Don't know where, because it's not marked. And also, as I mentioned, over there there was that tunnel, and it's meant to run along here and down to the church just over there. I have no idea where it comes out, but there is a tunnel in that back garden we saw. Well, there we go, guy. That's my little blog about Anne Izzard, the St Neots witch. Thanks to Georgina. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you did. That'll be absolutely fantastic. If you want to leave a comment, please do that as well. Once again, this is Andy saying thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you a little bit later. Bye for now. Bye bye.